Anyway, we are now live on YouTube and Facebook, and this is Fix My Headshot Live from the Working Actor NYC. My name is Benjamin House. I've been a working actor in New York City for over 25 years. I'm still in the game with you. And I just thought it would be super useful to give some supportive, honest feedback to people who have submitted their headshots for review. And this came about because I did a long form video. I do long form videos every week. They're released every Monday. It's either a podcast with the hilarious Patrick Richwood, talking all things actor, the crazy life that we working actors live, or every other week I do a practical. And I did a deep dive practical about headshots, and it stirred up some interest, and people were asking me to grade their photographs. And so I thought, let's do it live. Why not? Never done that before. So here we go. The important thing is that we so rarely get feedback on our headshots. It tends to be one of those things that you pay a casting director for. So I just thought, let's do it. Let's get into it. So the first photo, oh, of course, it's brand new. All right, let's do it. You're going to watch me do this in real time. Where is he? All right. I had this all set up so beautifully before. And of course, YouTube gave me a hard time. So I'm just having to set up these images in real time. And the important thing to know about your headshot is that it is a casting tool. It's not, the intention of it is not to give you a pretty photo to hang on your wall or to send to your mom. The headshot is intended to be a casting tool. This is your calling card. It's one of the most tools in your toolkit. And casting needs to be able to use it, like really use it. So what we're looking for are really specific things that casting can use. Let's look at this first one. This is the first shot that was submitted to me. And if I look at my notes, this was submitted by Henry Ibarra. You can find Henry Ibarra on TikTok at Henry Ibarra 1999-2008. I don't have a photographer credit for this one. Hey, TikTok, if you want to see the photographs that we're talking about, head on over to YouTube so you can see the resources that we're talking about. There's a link. Hit my profile, hit my link tree, and hit YouTube, and you'll take you to my channel. Go to the live, and you'll be able to see all of the resources that we're talking about here. So I also just want to say before we get into it, the goal here is simple: to help you get a headshot that actually reflects who you are and to help you get in more rooms. This is a judgment-free zone. Everything we're talking about today is meant to empower you. Stick around, because in the spirit of transparency, I will be showing you some of my past headshots. So let's dive into it. So this headshot from Henry Ibarra is really strong. This is, the casting lane is really clear. Tough dad. The sense of humor is slightly mischievous. It tracks really well. The adjustment that I'd make here is the lighting, because this is shot outside, the lighting is somewhat unpredictable, and we're losing the eyes a little bit. Do you see how in this photograph we can't see clearly what the eyes are doing? So that's the adjustment that I would make. This is still a pretty strong shot. The slicked back dark hair, the dark eyes, it's suggesting, I don't know, I would cast this guy in, I would see this guy for mob stuff. I'm gonna hope that Henry has another shot in his portfolio that suggests that a little more. If you want to lean into that, that is available to you, and I think that's really clear. But it's a good starting point, and but I would love to see the eyes better. The eyes tell 80% of your story. The facial expression here, that slightly mischievous smile, it's it's really good. It's interesting. Straightforward, tough dad. I'm into it. All right. Next, let's see who this is. Okay, this was a photograph that was submitted by Summer Flynn. Dolls of no, Dolls of Horror. Dolls of Horror is the handle here. I think that's right. Now the photographer here was Bowworks Photography in Chicago, and this is a really lovely portrait of this person. I think that casting would have a problem with the hand on the face and one eye being so much darker than the other. There's something sort of hidden going on here. It's like they're sort of hiding something, um, which may be appropriate for specific types of casting. Hey, TikTok, you want to head over to YouTube if you want to see the photos that I'm talking about. Hit the link in my profile, go to YouTube, and you'll see the live there if you want to see the headshots that we're talking about. So, yeah, that's sort of the hidden quality that's happening here. Um, there's something slightly old-fashioned about the halo lighting behind the hair. The more contemporary version would be to have a hair light, uh, and the darkness of the clothing. This is a really lovely portrait, for family, and I just think perhaps casting would look at this and say that this is not a professional actor headshot. You definitely want something that tells a bit more of a story. The facial expression I'm really into. The facial expression has a little bit of a secret to it, which I think is super important as far as telling a story. Uh, but it's hard to tell what this person's casting lane would be because the photographer is taking a really nice portrait. And I just think, Summer, that you need something a little more contemporary and a little something a little more open. It's like almost like you're not letting us into the story of who you are as an actor. Let's get into okay, this photograph I am obsessed with. Let me look at my notes here. This is Laura Tovar. Her TikTok handle is a funny mom. The photographer here was Delaney Gebhardt, and I am into this photo. This is a sweet commercial shot. The story and the lighting is clear. I would buy toothpaste from this shot. Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you buy toothpaste from this shot? Um, for theatrical, so for commercial, 100% golden, nailing it. For theatrical, for TV and film, I would love to see this setup that tells a little more of a story, like a little secret, a little, I don't know, give me something. I feel like a funny mom here. I kind of want the story to be a little bit like something. I know it was you who blocked the toilet. Just a little story behind the eyes, a little something that you're saying to yourself in your head. And that can be a super important tool during your headshot session is once you've nailed your casting lane, the characters that you're playing, and you suggest that with the wardrobe, as Laura's doing right here in this photograph, you want to give yourself a little line or something that you can say that will it's acting. You just start acting. So act as that character. You want to the but that's a different shot in the portfolio. This one tells a great straightforward story, and I'm just asking for more. And I hope there's another shot in in Laura's portfolio that tells a little more of a story. But I think this shot is so great. There's a confidence here that let's be real. I want to say that the hairstyle is a bold choice, and it says, "I'm not for everyone, but for the right people, I'm everything." It's something about the contemporary hair with the slightly retro vibe of the cardigan and the top. There's a great confidence here and at work, and I'm really here for it. So good thing to know, I mean, the styling of this particular shot, that sort of teal background with the pink and the lavender clothing, it's lighthearted, it's comedic, it is funny, and I think for commercial, this works. As I say, for commercial, I think this works really well. For, for theatrical, I do wish there was a little bit more of a secret out here. All right, that was Laura. Oh, okay. This shot I'm really excited about too. And I should just add, let's see if I can figure out how to do this. Media assets. Oh, come, there it is. If you want deeper help with your materials, with your headshot, with your reel, with your resume, with your website, doing a materials audit is one of the very first things that I do in one-on-one coaching. So the QR code in that top corner there, if you select that, it'll take you to the coaching page on my website, and you can find out more about coaching. If you want deeper help with getting a materials audit, and we can set something up. All right, now I want to look at this photograph. I think this is so strong. This photograph is from Theon Walls. Let's see if there's, okay, no TikTok, Instagram handle, but the photographer credit is Val Tanuzzi. Val Tanuzzi is the photographer on this shot. And I think both of y'all did a fantastic job here. Oh, hey, TikTok fam, I see you. If you want to see the photographs that we're looking at, head over to YouTube. You can find the YouTube link on my profile, on my YouTube page. Head to my channel and you'll find the live there. And that's where you'll see all of the resources, the headshots that we're looking at right now. So right now we're looking at Theon Walls, and this photograph is so strong. I'm really into it. The casting lane here is super clear. This is a tough guy and tough contemporary young. I'm just super into it because there's an intensity about the eyes that I'm really into. But what I love, really love about this photograph is that it's also telling a story. There's something here that says to me, "You hurt me." There's a vulnerability here, which I think reads beautifully with this, the leather jacket, the intense stare. That tough guy has depth, and I think that that's a super strong choice for a headshot. I guess I would love to see this as part of a portfolio that shows different, that shows range, but I think this choice as a headshot, super, super clear. Great job to the photographer Valtznutski and to Theon Walls. Good job. All right, I promised you that I would share one of my photographs. All right, I'm super proud of this photograph. This is from my last headshot session, which was, I'm gonna say 7 or 8 years ago. Photography here is Theo and Juliet Photography in Los Angeles. I am obsessed with their photography. They're easily, yeah, I think these headshots that I got from Theo and Juliet are some of my absolute favorites that I've had. The reason that I love their photography so much, look at this lighting. Like there's catch light in my eyes, which I think makes the eyes a magnet in any headshot photograph. You are drawn instantly to those eyes, and everything else that's going on is telling a story. This is a business guy, but it's the lighting in this photograph that really makes their photography stand apart. And also, just interestingly enough, just not having a plain backdrop behind me, I think creates a visual texture that gives reality to the photograph. Backdrop photographs can sometimes look a little staged, you know? I mean, everybody knows that a headshot photograph is staged. I just think having a little bit of visual texture in the background of the photograph really helps it to come to life. This is Theo and Juliet Photography. This type here was super clear. It's why I was super proud to have this as part of my portfolio. This was not my main headshot. I had something a little warmer. This guy's cold. You know, we're not afraid to play cold characters, and this guy is cold. So those are the photographs that I wanted to share with you this week. If you have more photographs, please submit them. And remember, if you want help going deeper with your materials to seeing what stories you can tell with your characters, to see what casting sees in your headshots, in your materials, in your resume, in your reels, in your website. Casting, you will start booking more when all of those things align. When you get clarity about your casting type, when that clarity about your casting type aligns with your photographs, aligns with your resume and your reels and your website, and you're telling a complete story, that is when casting will start calling you in, and that's when all of those things align, that's when you start booking. I'm super proud of you for showing up today. Thank you for joining me, and let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Let's see, comments. Oh, we got comments. Uh-huh. Hi, friends. Yes. Awesome. Your local Shrimpo, Maine. Sup? How you doing? Aloha, Elena. Hey, Dolls of Horror. Glad you were here. Thanks for showing up. Um, let's see. All right. All right, friends. Thank you for joining me for the first Fix My Headshot Live. Reach out to me. You can through any of the handles that you'll find in my links on my bio, on my profile. Let me know if you want me to do this again for you. I'm ready to share, and I'm happy to help. You got this. Keep going.